Money changes the game. It shifts dynamics, influences relationships, and reveals the truth about people. A woman who understands this does not reveal her full financial situation to a man too soon. Not because she doesn't trust him, not because she wants to keep secrets, but because she values her independence. Because money is not just about numbers in a bank account, it's about security, freedom, control. And when a woman hands over too much financial information too early, she risks losing more than just money. She risks losing power. Some men will admire a woman who is financially independent, but others will see it as an opportunity. If you have money, they may start to rely on you, expecting you to carry the weight of the relationship financially. If you don't have money, they may start to control you, using their financial power to dictate your choices. And if you tell a man everything, how much you earn, how much you save, how much you have set aside, before he has proven his character, you are giving him access to something that should be protected. A woman must understand that financial independence is not just about having money, it's about managing it wisely. It's about knowing who deserves to be part of her financial journey and who does not. Because the wrong man, he will see your success as his success, your hard work as his benefit. He may start making decisions about your money, telling you how to spend it, where to invest it, what to do with it. And if you're not careful, you'll find yourself working hard while he reaps the rewards. But let's talk about the other side. What happens when a woman doesn't have financial stability yet? If a man knows too soon that you're struggling, that you're in debt, that you're still building, he may use that as leverage. He may start to help you, but not out of love, out of control. He may begin to feel like he owns a piece of you because he's financially supporting you. And hear me, once a man feels like he owns something, he starts to control it. He starts to make decisions for you instead of with you. And a woman who understands this never allows money to become the chain that binds her. That's why a wise woman moves in silence when it comes to money. She doesn't flash her wealth, and she doesn't broadcast her struggles. She makes financial decisions based on her own goals, not based on a relationship status. She invests in herself first, secures her own future, and only when a man has proven his loyalty, his commitment, his integrity, only then does she begin to share financial responsibilities. Because money can bring two people closer, or it can tear them apart. Some women make the mistake of thinking that full financial transparency equals trust, that if they hide money, if they don't disclose every financial detail, they're being dishonest. But hear me, a woman does not owe a man her financial information. She does not owe him access to what she has worked for, what she has saved, what she has built, because a real man does not need to know everything about a woman's finances to love her, to respect her, to build a future with her. He focuses on partnership, not control. He focuses on support, not dependence. But let's not ignore the reality. Money can be a test in relationships. If a man finds out you have financial security, does he still respect you? Does he still put in effort? Does he still build with you? Or does he start to expect things? And if he finds out you're struggling, does he uplift you, support you, encourage you? Or does he start making decisions for you? Does he use money as a way to keep you dependent? These are the questions a woman must ask before she reveals too much. And this is not about playing games. This is about wisdom. This is about knowing that financial security is power, and power should never be handed over without careful thought. A woman who controls her finances controls her future. She is not waiting for a man to save her, nor is she waiting to be someone's financial plan. She builds for herself so that when she chooses to share with a man, it's out of love, not necessity. Out of partnership, not dependence. Because the moment a woman hands over financial control without wisdom, she risks losing more than just money, she risks losing herself. A woman's past is her own. It is not an open book for every man who walks into her life. It is not something that needs to be explained, defended, or laid out like a resume for approval. Because not every man is ready for the weight of her past. Not every man is mature enough to handle the lessons, the scars, the battles she's fought to become the woman she is today. And a wise woman, she understands this. She knows that some things are better left unsaid, not because they are shameful, but because they are sacred. Some men say they want to know everything. They say they want honesty, full transparency, but let's be real. Some of these same men, once they know everything, start to judge. They start to question. they start to let insecurity creep in. A woman tells him about the heartbreak she endured, and now he's looking for signs that she's still broken. She tells him about her past mistakes, and suddenly he's wondering if those mistakes define her present. She shares too much, too soon, and before she knows it, her past is no longer hers. It's a weapon that can be used against her. Because here's the truth. Some men can't handle a woman who has lived, a woman who has been through things, a woman who has had to fight for herself, heal herself, build herself. They say they want a strong woman, but when they realize what that strength cost her, they start to hesitate. They start to compare, to question, to let their own insecurities take over. And a woman who understands this, she does not hand over her past like a confession. She shares when she is ready with a man who has earned the right to know. Because some things are personal, some things are private, and privacy is not the same as dishonesty. Privacy is power. A woman who guards her past is not being secretive, she is being wise. She understands that her experiences, her lessons, her battles, those are hers first. They belong to her before they belong to anyone else. And she is not obligated to unpack them just because a man asks. A mature man, a man who truly loves and respects a woman, does not need to know every detail of her past to love her in the present. He does not demand a breakdown of everything she has been through in order to trust her. He focuses on who she is now, how she carries herself, how she treats him, how she moves through the world today, because that's what matters. Not the mistakes she made, not the struggles she faced, not the things she overcame before she even knew him. But the wrong man will pretend he wants to know everything, but only so he can hold it over her later. He will pretend to accept her past, but his ego will whisper doubts in his ear. He will say he understands, but in the back of his mind, he will start to compare, start to question, start to let those little insecurities turn into resentment. And this is why a woman must protect her past. Not because she is ashamed, not because she is hiding, but because she values herself enough to know that not every man deserves access to her deepest truths. She reveals what she chooses, when she chooses, to whom she chooses. Because a woman's past is not a test she needs to pass. It is not a burden she needs to justify. It is her journey, her growth, her lessons. And only the man who proves he can handle her now deserves to know then. A woman's power is in her mind, her self-respect, her wisdom. Not every truth needs to be spoken. Not every feeling needs to be shared, because love is not just about giving. It is about guarding what is sacred. A strong woman moves differently. She chooses what she reveals, when she reveals it, and to whom she reveals it. Because some things are meant to be protected. And a woman who understands this, she will never lose herself in the pursuit of love. She will only rise.